Alright, so, good morning. Believe it or not, the first thing that I do, like I say most mornings, is I come outside right away, right when I get up, and try to get as much sunlight exposure as I can, because I feel like you're sleeping, 8-9 hours. It was a good night's sleep in a dark room in like pretty much one position, so I think it's really good to just get the body going and get exposed to some light. And I did watch some Andrew Huberman on this back in the day, so that was probably the impetus that led to me kind of having this change in my life. But it's nice, and I'll try to look at that sun just to kind of fill my retinas with some sunlight to get the day rolling and started. And honestly, since I started doing this, I'm not really tired in the morning. It kind of helps propel me into just doing. So that's the first thing that I do pretty much every morning. Breakfast consists of some beef, some eggs with some cheese and some butter, some seasoning, and a tall glass, not so tall glass, of orange juice. This is not your typical Sunday morning breakfast, no, but for me, I do most of my deep work in the morning. I'll actually do it after breakfast, and it just helps me kind of stay cognitively sharp, because there's not copious amount of carbs that kind of are going through my system. Just some good quality whole foods helps me get ahead of my protein and calories for the day. So for me, this is the perfect way to start the day. But what works for me, of course, might not work for you. But definitely give it a go, and see how it makes you feel. Alright, so good breakfast in the stomach, and now the time it's 8:46, right? And now at this point is when I kind of try to do my deep work through this documentation of my journey, which is my point with these next videos, that I'm doing indefinitely. Quite honestly, I just want to show you guys what I'm doing right now in my life so that I can look back in however many years and just see where it started, but also just to tell you guys what I've done, the things that I've done, because I don't think I'm the most intellectual. I don't think I'm the most gifted genetically, anything. I just work hard. That's just something I do. And so it's Sunday morning. I haven't been on my phone except to check my messages real quick, see if anyone needs me. It's 8:46. I've been up for an hour 15 now. And before I would go on social media to do anything like that, now it's I'm going to do my deep work, and then I'll probably check social media, right? So this morning I got to do a finance exam for one of my classes. I got to edit my first video of this documentation series. And then third, I got to do some client check-ins for my online coaching and just make sure everything's going good. Sunday morning is a lot of the time when I like doing that. So without further ado, let's lock in for a few hours. Alright, so just wrapped up my finance homework, finished the video. It's going to take a while to upload on YouTube because it's a very big file. I think it's 5 gigabytes of 4K footage. Did not get to my coaching yet, and I still need to do that, but I need a break, so I'm going to go on a quick walk, and I'll catch you guys after. Alright, so there's a couple reasons in particular that I really like. And honestly, I'm a big fan of walks. Let's get into it. One of the reasons why I really like walks is because I think in our society today, a lot of people are always consuming with their brain, and their brain is almost a very high activity, in a very high activity state, and our body often is not. We're sitting on the couch, we're laying in bed, we're sitting on a chair, usually hunched up like this, right? And I think a walk is a great time because, for me at least, I go without my phone 90% of the time. Now here and there I'll throw in a podcast, of course. But doing that, it's a very high body, high energy state, and not a very high brain state, kind of like when you're working out. And so I do that, not to mention that just going on a walk, moving your body is just so good for you, especially in a low energy state, like a walk where you're not killing yourself. It's just kind of like cruise, but it's really good for you. Not only that, your best ideas usually come at periods of being bored, because then your brain has time to think. If you're always consuming, how can you think? How can you be creative? How can you create something for yourself when you're just being bombarded with information all the time? I think it's especially important on a rest day, like today, for example, when I'm not going to the gym, because I still want to get my body moving for that recovery and just for my longevity, because I mentioned before, but one of the things that I have up here on my door is what would you tomorrow want you to do today? And you tomorrow would want you to be active, want you to go on a walk. So, yeah, go on a walk. Go on a walk, call your mom. Simple as that. But you can actually just like snap them back in place.
Yeah, but see, like one of the, see this? It cracked.
Oh, I see.
So like this one's like loose.
Yeah.
So, and then my fucking lens, listen to it when I turn it on.
Yikes.
Fucking, I'm like, it still works, but it's like, it's so obvious, like you could hear it.
Yeah, it's not smooth. The juice is not loose.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Anyways, so time right now is 2:09 p.m. and my first of this documentary series is actually going live in 6 minutes. So yeah, it's a big video, but it's very authentic, very pure, and yeah, run it up.
Definitely.
Or I could maybe go to the gym for the other, scenario. And if I go out, I might be thinking, man, I should have gone to the gym. What am I doing being out till 3 a.m.? So that could be a regret. The point is, you're always gonna have regrets, right? So I think that sometimes it's good to think about what would you be more okay with knowing that you tried, maybe failed, knowing that you tried, maybe didn't go your way. And I think that's what it's really about. You're just never hungry.
How does it taste though?
Healthy. With bulking, is you kind of look at food as a number. It's like you do with cutting, but when you're just eating kind of intuitively, when you're hungry, it's enjoyable because you look forward to each meal.
Yeah.
I'm literally looking at the clock and being like, oh shoot, if I don't eat now, I'm not going to hit my goals. So, I mean, there's worse problems than having abundance of food, right? I'm so blessed that's my current issue, but it's hard sometimes.
I feel like that.
All right, so I wish I said it wasn't a daily thing, but it's 6 p.m. and we got like 1,500 calories in the system left on the day, and so I am not hungry at all. But Josh is like, let's go grab some really good wood fighter pizza, and I'm like, bro, you are speaking my fucking language. So about to go grab some wood fired pizza and put these calories in the system so we can squat some heavy weight tomorrow. So let's go. I actually don't want to swear on my channel, but like sometimes it just comes out.
Yeah. After hours of Il Molino, a Soto just talking women and vino. The contract like 91 Dan Marino. I swear this guy Michael Rapino's boosting my ego. Overly focused is far from the time to rest now. Debates growing about who they think is the best now. Took a while, got the joke.
Try a little bit of everything. You'll find that one thing that not only you enjoy, but you're good at too. So I think it's just taking one day at a time, keeping the right people around, and just realizing when you think it's the end, it's really not. All right. That was a long day of school. I'm not gonna lie, but we made it through the tough part. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to lift. It's time to lift. And today we got some squats. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a long day at school, right? It was a long day at school. I had 5 classes today, back to back, right? 5 classes. But it's finally time. It's finally time to squat. It's finally time to move some heavy weight. And I don't know about you, but like for me, people ask me how I keep going to the gym every day, how I don't take days off. And to be honest, like my life, the only guarantee is that when I'm set to go lift, I am gonna lift. Like that is a guarantee. Like the sky could be falling quite literally, and I'm just gonna go lift because like it just happens. So the rest of the day, that's not guaranteed, but lifting is, right? So it's the best time of the day. What can I say? I'm in a good mood. I was a little bit tired after being up at like 6 and having classes all the way till 3:30. So I did the responsible thing and only took 1 scoop of pre-workout. Yeah, I was gonna take 2, but I was like, let's be responsible. It's already like 6 p.m. now, and yeah, did the responsible thing to take 1 scoop of pre-workout. So I don't think I'm in too much of a talkative mood. I kind of just want to get to the gym, kind of want to move some weight today. I think the number today, I think it might be 300 on squats. So I've been progressing on this bulk, adding about 5 pounds to, honestly, my squat, bench, and deadlift every single week. And today I think it's either 295 or 300, but I have a good feeling that it's 300. So yeah, hoping to take 300 for a ride, 5 reps. I've been known from time to time to, actually, let me get over. Quick lane switch. Thank you. I've been known from time to time to how can I say this in a accurate way? I've been known from time to time to move some weight.
You're my angel, you're the only sunshine in my life. Feels like heaven when you take me in your arms. You're my angel.
Alright, so I was going to just put some good music over, but I think I'm actually going to talk over this video mic'd up. Obviously, I'm on my laptop right now watching over this footage, and let's just walk through it. So this is my top set of squats. This is 295 on the bar. My goal was 5 here. Picking it up, I was like, man, this weight is heavy. Like, first rep, pretty good actually. Good depth. Second one, a little bit of a struggle, but honestly, it looked pretty good still. Third one, I remember this one was tough. It looks like I just went up and down. Nice. Sometimes that happens, but that's the 4th rep. And then just take a deep breath. Nice right there. Oh my god. But yeah, that's the 5th rep. That was a grinder. And yeah, that was definitely a hard top set. I wanted to hit 300 today, but upon warm-ups, I was like, let's go 295. Let's get 5 cleaner reps. So next week, I'll probably put 300 on the bar. Then my plan on my strength-focused leg workout, which today, that was exactly that, was I'll do kind of go down by 15 pounds, but still try to get 5 reps. So this right here is 280 on the bar, going for 5 as well. I think that strength... When you're trying to mix strength with hypertrophy, kind of like I'm doing, where I'm trying to get strong, but I'm also still trying to grow and, add size to my muscles, not only train for strength, I think 5 reps is like a perfect number because it's like strength heavy, but it's not too heavy. Wow, that last rep was a grinder. So I've been kind of progressing on just 5 reps, and next week I'll probably put 300 on the bar, and I might only get 3 or 4, but then the next week I'll get 4, get 5, and then kind of work up. So the goal is always 5, but obviously we're just taking it one workout at a time and just trying to add some weight. And this is my 3rd set, 260 on the bar, I believe, 5 reps again, and I think with squats in general, it's like you can always do more than you think you can. In a way, it's you versus the weight at the end of the day, because if you mentally give up and don't think you can get there, I don't think you'll be able to get there. But if you think, this weight is heavy, but I'm going to take it for a ride, I'm going to get those 5 reps, I think 9 times out of 10 you'll get that. After those 3 sets of squats, 3 sets of 5 reps, I'm on to leg press. And last week I did 5 plates for about 15, I think, and I was like, I'm feeling good, let's put 6 plates on. So my goal was 10, and picking it up, I was like, wow, this is very heavy, but right into it. I really like this leg press, especially because of the way it flows. It's very good and easy on the knees. It's not vertical, it's kind of at an angle, so it's very good. That's 5 reps, 6 going for 10, 7, my face is literally a tomato at this point, 8, 9, and take a deep breath, hit 10. At this point I was like, let's just go for 15 because this was really heavy, but I'm like, let's keep going, I can go more. So then this was 13, I think, 14. You can see I'm struggling a lot. 15. Last rep was a total grinder. And then I had to take a second to just breathe because that was really tough. 15 reps, that was probably a minute set right there. And that's another prime example. It's like you can do more than you think you can. You just got to take it one step at a time. So maybe focus on just getting 3 sets of 5 instead of 15, because 15 can seem like a huge number overall. But if you're just going for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 times, it's a lot more manageable on your system. And my second set, I should have probably backed off, but I was like, let's go get 15 again with 6. And honestly, I don't know why, but after having done one set, this actually felt a lot better. I took 3-4 minutes to just breathe, to drink some water, drink some electrolytes, and we got 15 again here. And yeah, the name of the game with my training lately has been do some warm-up sets until you feel good with the weight, just get a feel for it, and then I'll do 2 working sets for my designated numbers. So squats was 5. I guess that was 3 because I did the back offs. Leg press 2 sets of 15. On leg extensions I warmed up, and now I'm getting 15. And if I look at my notes for leg extensions, it's actually pretty funny because 15 with I think this is 150 pounds on the cable, it's pretty hard for me. I'm not gonna lie. And on my notes, it says here for leg extensions, just get 15. So that's what I'm working towards right now, and usually that means I'll get 8, 9, 10, and then the last 5 are kind of partials like you saw there. But I just think pushing past failure, you can do so much more than you think you can. So that was exercise 3. Number 4, we were doing some hamstring curls. Shout out to my boy Xavier in the Squat Wolf shirt on the right for letting me hop in. Busy gym, but I was literally talking to him. I'm like, thanks for letting me hop in, and he's like, man, of course, the gym's pretty busy on a Monday night. Everyone's trying to improve, and he was like, if you don't, you're honestly a dickhead. And I agree, because it's everyone's just trying to improve, unless you're doing something very specific with the seed and stuff. Just let someone hop in, just let someone work with you. So this was hamstring curls. Here I was actually doing 4 sets of 10, kind of working up in weight. There I did 4 sets of 10 because I hadn't done too much hamstring work so far, so I just thought, let's just hammer the hamstrings. Obviously squats, leg press, it's hitting them, but not directly. And then I just finished off with some this kind of calf press. And I've never done this machine until a few weeks ago, and honestly I never see anyone doing it. It's never taken when I want to use it, but it feels fantastic because you get a really nice stretch as it pulls you down, and then you can actually go pretty decent weight. You can see with my face here, I'm struggling. It's not easy, it's not hard, but I'm definitely working for it, and really enjoy that leg press right there. So that was the end of the workout. I was trying to find some lighting to see if I could see how the quad pump was feeling, because it was a deep soreness where I felt I don't know, I just felt very sore after doing that already. So that's the leg workout, mic'd up, something different. Hope you all enjoyed that. Let's get on with the video. Just trying to document the journey, because I think it's cool, because I definitely have big ambitions in life, and I'm very humble and grateful, but it's I don't know, it's kind of that desire to just know you were different, because I feel in a way it's I'm very happy with life, but it's I don't fit into society in a lot of ways, I'm not the biggest party person. Obviously I like to go out and have a good time every once in a while, but not the biggest party person. I mean, shit, I like to read and just do some stuff that I guess not too many people like to do. But I think when you're on this social media grind in a way, and I guess I have been for a little bit now, when you're doing a lot of stuff, you are a public figure, if you will, but you're spending a lot of time alone where you're editing your videos, where you're making content and whatnot. And I think that we are human after all, and I think it's really important to spend time with people. Obviously I love my peace, and I definitely am happy when I'm alone, but you gotta be with your people too, because humans are social animals, and 2 minds are most of the time brighter than 1. So I think it's important, especially if you're on that grind, just to keep spending time with your friends, your brothers, all your people, especially your parents too. I try to call my parents, sometimes I'll be honest, I call my dad and it's hey, what's up? And actually he calls me and he's are you good? And I'm yeah, I'm good. And then it's okay, you're good. I'll check in on you next week. But with your mom, as a son, just checking on your mom, just say, hey mom, how you doing? And I try to do that as many days as I can. And obviously I'm I'm not perfect. It doesn't happen every single day, but I'd say it definitely happens 3 days per week. So yeah, spend time with your loved ones, spend time with people, because you know, life's about relationships, man. Like, you can have like success alone, you can have a yacht alone, but if you got no one on the yacht to go with, it's not going to be enjoyable, right? So that's what I got for today. Appreciate you watching the video, wherever you're from. And yeah, this is day 2, and I'll check in tomorrow, day 3. So until then, have a nice night, take care of yourself, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. All right.